Oh, we are?
I should tell my friend.
Hello, you.
I'm gonna be famous. My dad likes to watch it.
We have quite a few of us people today. And can you see us? Making sure we're all here. We got the gang.
Hmm.
Cool.
Not the game.
Let's do this. Nothing's so much more fun than embarrassing your kids. You can? Awesome. Very good. I need my other phone real quick. Hold on a second. You're good.
Oh, we're on YouTube? Not. Okay. Then I don't need to be on there.
No, please don't play cornholio. Oh my gosh. This kiddo is into something that he should not be into right now. Alright. You guys are here. It's all good. Hey, sit back.
We made it.
Aye.
Stop it.
It took forever.
Okay.
Hello.
I can hear you loud and clear.
tell me
You know
if you
what?
can
I think
hear
I
me.
need one more thing.
No, I
Yep, I need one more thing. Hold
I need
on.
you to hear
Hang
me.
tight. No, hang
I
tight.
wanna hear myself.
Scoot, move.
You need me to do something?
Nope, I just needed one more thing.
Aye.
How's your house? You guys are good?
Aye. Hello.
Mhm. Okay.
Guys.
It's flooded? Okay, that's enough. It's crazy. That's what took us so long to get here. Because every road we were going on was blocked and flooded.
All right. It's insane right now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, people watch.
Okay.
People watch.
Are you guys ready?
I'm ready. Okay, you guys got to be quiet, okay?
Be quiet for the few seconds, okay?
And let Elizabeth talk.
All right. You guys ready? Okay. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Club Divorcee, where we go from broken to blessed together. I am Elizabeth, and I'm here with
Angela?
and we're hanging out here at Elite Health Resort here in Carmel, Indiana. And we have some fun special guests with us that'll be popping in and out throughout the day, as if anyone didn't see it happen last
Right.
podcast that we had.
Or hear it.
So we're here with our kiddos. We got Austin here doing the bunny ears, I'm sure.
And then we've got Paige here and Abigail.
So they're
Also
all
doing
here.
bunny ears.
So kids, before we get started on topic, I'm curious to know, how was your guys' summer?
Good.
It was good?
Yes.
What? You are such the jokester.
Yeah, he's not telling the truth.
Why? Why did it suck?
Oh,
Oh.
it was sus.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What does that
Say
mean?
that.
Yeah, what's that mean?
Don't say that.
What does that mean? It was weird?
Hmm.
Okay. Well,
You're
what
not
made it
Gen Z,
weird?
you're alpha.
Nothing? Okay, I think
Okay.
you're just coming up with words.
Just
All right.
yeah, just wouldn't be heard.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What was your guys' favorite part?
Seeing my friends.
Seeing your friends was your favorite part? I figured Sky Lake would be one of his favorites.
Actually, not going to school.
Not
No.
going to school. Oh, this is going to be a fun year.
Yeah, totally is.
What was your favorite part?
Youth camp.
Youth camp. All right. And what do you think?
Not seeing my bully at school.
Oh, not seeing her bully at school.
Oh.
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not too excited about going back to school because we've already
Okay.
had a run-in with him, haven't we?
Oh, boy.
But it's going to be okay. We've already talked to
Okay.
teachers,
Okay.
and it's a true bully. Like, I mean,
Aw.
it's not just kids that don't get along. It's like actually. So parents that
Okay.
are going through that, I feel you.
Oh,
It's
man.
hard. Stop.
Okay, well, what was your favorite thing about youth camp? Why was it so awesome this year?
It's just fun.
It is.
A
Yeah.
week away from mom.
Yep.
No mom rules.
No hesitation
I mean,
on that one.
it was actually a camp that I wasn't at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, because I
Oh.
go to all the camps. I go to all the
She's
trips.
excited.
Hey, you don't have to clap too much. But it's good for her. It's
Oh,
good for both of them to
That's awesome.
develop their own relationship with Christ without their mom, and
That's cool.
I'm glad she enjoyed it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Angela, I gotta ask you this: like, what is harder for you, the kids going back to school or giving up that slower pace of the summer?
Um, what's a slower paced summer? That doesn't
Right?
exist in my world at all. I don't know what that
I have
is.
to laugh 'cause, yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Mom, the one
But-
thing that
That didn't
doesn't
happen.
exist in my
Yeah.
world is school.
Oh, okay. That's the
Does
one
not
thing.
exist in my
Uh-huh. So that's gonna be kind of hard for you going back too, isn't it? Because you're right. I mean, for a single parents, like,
world.
there's
School.
never a slow
In
time.
my memory.
And what, even though like summer, it's fun. You get
Mhm.
to have the kids longer. You're with them more. The kids don't have homework. They get to
Right.
sleep in. They get to go to bed later. And I actually enjoyed the summer and the fact that I did get to sleep in about a half hour extra in the mornings, and because I didn't have to get up early, do my Bible reading, do my workout, to then get him up, get him ready, take him to school, and then go back home, do my routine. Like, it wasn't as fast paced in
Mhm.
the mornings as it usually is, and now here we are getting ready to go back to it. But it's like, I gotta say, I maybe it is a little bit of a grief, but I'm kind of
I'm not
sad.
feeling any grief.
You're not feeling any.
There's no grief on this space whatsoever. I am looking forward to the routine of school and getting out the door,
Routines.
and
You like the
I
routines.
like being at school. I mean, I'm also
I get
going
to
back to
see all
work
my
because I also work in a
friends.
school. So, um,
Yeah,
I'm
you are
looking
going.
I'm looking forward to
I
it.
get to
You
see
are?
my
Yeah.
friends.
Okay. All right. Well, it all comes down to the topic of today. Back to school, comma, back to reality. And it was so funny because when I made this story on Facebook and Instagram, I did that song, that old school song,
Mhm.
Back to Life, Back
Back
to
to
Reality.
reality.
And I was like, that's so what it is. And that's the song I have in my head for over a week. And yeah, Austin, sorry to say, we're going back to it.
No, we're not.
So
Oh,
the
whether you like it
topic,
or not, buddy.
you're going, and you were
Yeah.
excited about it earlier as we were talking about it. But how do we get back into the routine, back into reality, and back to our sanity is what we're talking about. And I, I did some research on this because, I mean, let's face it, I had actually a hard time finding YouTube videos, finding words of encouragement, and there's so many out there about going back to school, but it's not so much specifically designed for single parents or divorced
Mhm.
parents getting their kids back ready for school.
Right.
And there's been a couple people that I was watching. Lauren Nicholson, I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but when I was watching the video, she did a YouTube video back in 2022 about getting kids ready for school. And I'm just like, okay, clearly you're not single. Clearly you're not divorced. And clearly you don't have a job. This
Oh.
is your job. Like, it was just, everything was so perfect. And so,
Oh, she probably made those
Yeah.
cute little bento lunches. Have
oh,
you-
girl, she did that and then some. Like, oh, I'll tell you about this here in a minute.
When
But
we put our kids in public school, because we were a homeschool family until when I
That
got
was way
divorced,
better.
and we had to go to public school, and I messaged our pastor's wife, and I was like, do I have to make star cheese and cute little heart-shaped breads and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and do this whole spread every single day? She's like, no,
oh my
you do not.
gosh.
I was stressing.
Oh dang.
I don't have time for that.
I don't have time
No.
for that either.
No, and
I wish I did, but
I
I do
don't.
not.
I wish.
But kiddos, you guys are welcome to go do your thing.
Yeah,
We're gonna
you guys
call-
go park it over
Hey,
there.
Bye.
Okay, thanks for coming.
You guys are invited back here in a little bit. We're gonna ask some more questions when you guys get back. So,
Mm,
Austin, wherever you just went, you're coming back here in a minute.
well,
You can't go too far. We're in my studio.
both of them went in the same direction.
No hesitation there. My
No.
gosh. But no, it was hard to actually find anything that was specifically tailored for divorced parents or
Mhm.
single parents at that. And I, even with the research I had done, I went ahead and I did for some further research, and um, we'll just kind of go from there. So here in the United States, right, summer is coming to an end. And I say that because we have, if viewers from all over the world. And so I want to welcome you guys all here. And people are listening from cities that I've never heard of. There we have people all over the United States. And here in Indiana, some schools have gone back and have started.
Mm-hmm.
Ours actually starts this coming Monday.
Yay.
And I know I can't believe it. I just feel like I'm not ready. We've had such a wet summer. In fact, and pray for Indiana. And when we do this at the very end, we'd like to
Oh,
include
definitely. We're gonna
Indiana.
pray for you.
We have so much rain this past few days. We have some major floods happening within our state, and it's not normal for us to go through something
Mm-mm.
like that. So we've had a lot of people without homes throughout the entire state.
I think I saw in
So,
Noblesville they evacuated like 176
and
just right there on the White River, and that's just in Noblesville, I
yeah,
think.
and that's really close to us.
Yeah, I mean, I was late getting here because we were stuck in Noblesville
Yeah.
and trying to avoid the flooded waters. So,
Yes.
um,
So we have um, definitely add that to our prayer list for the very end. But as it's hard to believe the summer's coming into an end. But how do we actually handle all this? And well, let's face it, I don't know if you guys have seen this Lauren Nicholson video, but we're not all Laurens here. And in case you don't know her, she does have a YouTube channel. And back in her video, it's actually titled in 2022, How to Get Organized for Back to School. And as I'm watching this, I'm kind of laughing. I'm like, yeah, okay. You know, she's beautiful. Her hair is perfect. Her makeup is
oh,
perfect. Her outfit is perfect. Her nails are perfect. Her smile is perfect. Her house is perfect. And everything she does is perfect and perfectly organized. And she has 4 kids. And I'm like, let's be real. What
oh, your
single,
house is not perfect.
but
You
in
have
this,
4 children?
yes, in the private school too. And I'm
Oh,
like, I can tell she's not a single parent. She's not a
yeah.
divorced parent at all. And it's very blatant by all this. But she does have some really good, valid points uh, that can help. But I also wouldn't go too far. Like, I wouldn't do the star shaped sandwiches and I don't know, put Ziploc baggies and little post it notes and decorate everything. And like, I wouldn't go that extreme.
I don't
But
have that kind of time.
no, but
I
nonetheless,
wish
it's
I
like,
did.
what's wrong with
I
school
had,
lunch food anyway? But
oh, yeah.
yeah, I mean, I miss the little pizza squares.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
the
The
best. You
square
just dip
pizza
it
and a
with
chocolate
ranch.
milk. Yeah.
See, I wasn't chocolate milk girl. I was more like, give me that pizza, give me that ranch.
I mean,
But
the school ranch just hit different.
it
Like
did,
it
and it's
was
so
so good.
it's so funny because our parents were like, oh, it's the same thing when you go home and like, here's your ranch. I'm like, that's not the ranch at
No,
school.
it's not the same.
And
Absolutely.
they're like, what are you talking about? It is too.
I would
No,
dip
it's
my
not.
cheeseburger in the ranch.
Oh, I did
Would I
the
do that
popcorn.
now? No way.
No.
Elementary school, you bet. Yeah.
Heck yeah. I did my popcorn and ranch. That was so
Mm,
good. But
so
anyway,
good.
some of her tips. So, one of the first things she says is lay out the school clothes the night before. And if you can do the whole week, even better. Yeah, that's really simple when your kids go to a private school.
White shirt, blue skirt.
All right,
Blue
pretty
skirt,
simple.
white skirt. All right,
Blue pants,
whatever.
white shirt, whatever. It's pretty simple, right? But if you can do it, let your kids pick out the outfits. That kind of gives them their sense of freedom too, which
Oh,
I do.
absolutely. Your kids should be picking out their own outfit.
Oh yeah,
They need to be independent, dressing themselves
yeah. I
by 18 months.
and
I'm just kidding.
I actually love watching it because my son will walk out with some of the funniest stuff. Like one day he walked out with one sock on. I'm like, what are you doing? Or he'll have like, there's always a football jersey, and now he loves the Aaron Judge jersey, so he wears a jersey almost every single day, and it mix match, and he wears shorts, even if it's snowing outside, he'll still wear shorts, but he wears taller socks, which is so funny. But
Well, what I love, because I do work at a school and you've
uh,
got these little kindergartners coming in, and you'll see them coming in their like Halloween princess dress, or
oh,
boys in their one zip, like their onesie PJs, and like the ink, like seriously flooding. But they're like, no, I'm going to wear my Woody onesie to school today. I mean, it's adorable, but
oh,
you got to do what you got to do to get those kids out the door.
so
And it's
true.
building independence. If they want to wear it, by golly,
Yeah.
let them.
Oh, it's so true. And here's another fun tip that she had, and I have to laugh at this one again. I was laughing my butt off when I was watching this video because I'm just like, yeah, right, yeah, right. Yeah, right. But anyway, this one's fun, but also it can be stressful, especially when you have more than one kid. But when it comes to back to school, it's the shopping trip.
Oh, I hate the shopping trip.
Like you either love
Like,
it or you hate it,
I
right?
hate it because have you gone shopping? Have
like
you
for
gone yet?
supplies,
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
no. But here's
okay.
why.
No, I'm not judging because I just went this week. But I spent like $100 and something just on supplies. And
It's
like, are you
insane.
going to use that?
Okay, so talk about the
That's what
budget part.
yeah.
Like, what's wrong with using last year's scissors?
What's wrong with using the highlighters that have been sitting in our cabinet for a whole entire summer? Why do
Right?
you need new ones?
No, exactly. Okay,
Yeah.
so there are so funny like Instagram videos out there. Like there's this video of a guy, I forget his name, but I follow him on Instagram and he always wears this wig and it's such a nasty wig because it's never been washed. And he always puts on a dress. You should watch him when he goes to a Hobby Lobby. It is so freaking funny. And he's like, "Oh, isn't that so cute?" Anyway, he's school shopping and he is the funniest guy. He'd be like yelling, pretending to yell at his kids, and like, "You don't need two highlighters. You just pick one, just one highlighter. You don't need to put the other one back."
I
And then
mean,
he'll be like, "You don't need that backpack. What's wrong with the backpack last year?" And then he sees this backpack on the shelf. "Oh, look at this backpack. It's so cute. It's got a little boot and a matching hat on top. Oh, this is so cute." He's freaking hilarious. And then there's another video. This lady is at Walmart with her son and her daughter, and they go straight up to the clothes, and the daughter's picking out these hoodies, and she's like, "Oh hell no, you don't need another hoodie. You put that hoodie back. We're done with the hoodies. There's no more hoodies." And she's like, "Why do you need all these different color folders?" "Nope, you need one folder. I'm getting you one folder." Clorox. What the hell? You're not a janitor in school. Put that back. I mean, it just goes on and on and on.
I mean,
but
the
it's so
list.
funny.
I mean, I do get it. We do need Clorox wipes. I work in sped. Please send your kids with Clorox wipes. If they're not going to use them in their third grade room, we're definitely going to use them in special education.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how to switch it. If you know how to switch it, you go and switch it. Yep, see? So now my son is trying to switch my camera. He's trying to fix it. So I don't know. I mean, if someone else can figure that out, if he can figure that out, it looks kind of silly and crooked, I know.
We'll fix it.
But
Just maybe not now.
it's, yeah,
It's okay.
it's okay. But anyway, she goes on and she said, as if anyone has time for this, she says, create an Excel spreadsheet and put all of the supplies.
I do
know.
like a good Excel spreadsheet.
No, I do too, but who has time to like?
I'm like, ooh,
I know,
I'm-
right? So, but she
you have
says
piqued
it's
my interest.
yes. So I mean, she was nice and smart to do this, and I'm just sitting here thinking, I have one kid, I don't.
But
have
am I
time to
gonna
do an
do it?
Excel spreadsheet.
I don't know.
But you take the Excel. Oh my gosh, Austin, I apologize for my kiddo.
Mark,
He's being
Mark,
silly.
you're on security. What are you doing?
Anyway, she says with 4 kids, you take all of the supplies and divide it on an Excel spreadsheet. So that way when you're going school shopping for supplies, you know you need a total of so many pencils, a total of so many folders, a total of so many boxes of Kleenexes. And that way when you get home, then you divide it out. She had her dining table divided among 4 huge baskets. And then she was able to organize that way. So she made it seem like it was easy to do. You just got to get the energy and the drive and the time to make those spreadsheets. But then again, you're at the same point. It's like, what is wrong with using last year's stuff? So if you have something that still works, like my son's backpack is perfectly fine. And it's a Michael Jordan, which is the GOAT, by the way, I will say. He is the GOAT. It is Michael Jordan's backpack. And I'm like, well, what's wrong with this one? And it's perfectly fine. He doesn't care. I think
mean,
it's
we
another good thing I
tried.
have a boy. He's like, I don't care.
We do try to get a couple of years out of our backpacks.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can't spend $60 on a backpack plus another 130 just on one kid's supplies. Like,
Supplies.
I'm not doing that.
No. So here's where I lucked out. This is why I actually haven't purchased anything. At the end of the previous school year,
Mm-hmm.
you fill out a form, and when you go meet the teacher night in orientation, like we just did last Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
there's a box of all of his supplies already there.
So you ordered his supplies.
Yeah, through the school.
How much was it?
I don't know.
What? How do you not know? You're just like,
Because as a divorced
you didn't
parent, my
care?
ex is responsible for it.
Mine is not.
Yeah.
How, see, I didn't think that through.
So it's he's responsible for it. And it's just part of our divorce decree.
Yeah.
So I mean, I pay like the first portion of all of his medical bills, and
Okay.
this is not set in the decree, but I usually pay for his school pictures and
Mm-hmm.
all of his sports pictures, and then he always or Zells me half of it back. But I do pay for all of his haircuts. It's not written in the decree, but it's just the unspoken
Yeah.
agreements that we do. Because heaven forbid, you saw it last time my ex took my son for a
I
haircut.
remember.
He had a freaking buzz cut, and it was so bad. I'm like, yeah, that's why I take you to a barber. So I have no problem doing that. So I will go and I spend $50 every few weeks for my son to go have his experience with the barber and have a decent haircut. I did pay for his. Why are you staring at me like that, Mom? Well, $40 plus gratuity. Yes, but it's yeah. I'm not doing clippers. I'm not doing clippers. Well, my son
It's
is
like, go get a Flowbee. You remember those?
well, my son really likes this certain barber and this kid. He started his own business called the Parietto. It's out in Lebanon, Indiana. Sweet, sweet kid named Caden. And my son just loves going there, and he's very meticulous with his haircut. And now my son is into the trends. By the way, he did ask me for a perm today, and I said no. Perms are back.
Um,
Yeah, perms are back. He wanted a perm, and I was like, yeah, no, that's not happening. So
just
he's
not
like,
a just
fine.
not a permed mullet.
Yeah. I just couldn't. My mom is still laughing. He
I mean, those
really
were
did.
popular at one
I
time.
know. So, but instead he went for a burst fade, and so I was teasing him. You mean you bird fade, Mom? It's a burst fade. I'm
What
like,
is
okay.
that? I'm gonna have to
So
pay attention to his haircut.
yeah, it's like the thicker mohawk, but it's like
Okay.
faded down, I guess. Yeah, it's just what he's all about. So I
Okay.
let him enjoy that moment. So, but yes, going back to this school supply thing, I'm very blessed that I don't have to go to the store. I don't have to do this shopping because my son's elementary school has the option for you to say yes, buy his supplies for us. And
We do
so
have that option. I've just never looked into it, and maybe I
oh,
should.
it's awesome. We got there this last Wednesday to see his classroom and meet his teacher, which he's so excited about. So I don't know why he's sitting over here earlier saying he doesn't like to go. He's super excited about his teacher. Wonderful lady. I'm so excited for him. But we got in the classroom. She already had the class organized and for
Hmm.
assigned seats. And right on his desk was the box. And it was awesome because you open the lid and there's a sticker sheet with his name on it,
Yeah.
and you just go through and put
Put all
his
his.
name
Yeah.
and labeled everything, and then you put it all underneath his desk, and that was it.
I think the
It
reason
was
I
so
don't buy that
easy.
box is because I'm like, wait a minute, I'm done with this school year. There's no way I'm thinking 3 months down the road.
And
Nope.
possibly, I mean,
Yeah.
they.
I'm one of
So,
those people that pushes it down I'm kicking the can down the road.
are you?
Yeah. I'm like, we'll let future Angela deal with that. And then complain on the podcast that she spent $130 on supplies
And you had to hurry up and do it the week
and
before.
do it the week before when her kid is like, there's nothing good here.
So,
We
okay.
missed everything. I'm sorry. For all we know, the listeners could have thought I was talking about Abigail. Don't chime in.
She's like, oh
Look at
my
her. This is
gosh.
death.
That's 15 for you.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, we just got very lucky in that regard. But when you went shopping this week, are there supplies still available?
I mean, yeah, there are. You,
Yeah.
you might not get exactly what you want, but there's plenty of supplies.
I mean,
And some stuff, I mean, Amazon is so quick. Like we could not find a lunchbox that Abigail liked. So we
okay.
ended up going to Amazon. And we
Okay.
got it like in 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I'd rather her be happy taking
Yeah.
her lunch than not happy.
Okay. So you guys actually pack lunches and stuff because
We do.
we're gonna talk about that here in a
Yeah,
second too.
we do pack a lunch. Paige kind of takes some snacks and kind of eats at school. Abigail is being monitored because she's on a feeding tube, so we
Mhm.
kind of have to go a different route. So we do pack her lunch so that we can make sure that everything's getting eaten. But the middle school, like their menu is extravagant. Like I would love to eat at the middle school. I mean, it's like you can have whatever your little heart desires almost every single day.
Oh my gosh, that's
Like they
hilarious.
have burgers and pasta and chicken and pizza, and I'm like, Just get in line. You
Exactly.
can have
Get
whatever you
mine.
want.
You're gonna get what they gave you.
I'm feeling Italian today. You know,
That's
like
hilarious.
I know.
Do they have
So
sushi?
she will probably start eating at school, just because the variety is so much better.
Okay, very good. That's cool. We'll get to that here in a second too when he talks about the food. But when it comes to the school supplies, like, I, it's you can be as organized. Do your Excel spreadsheet if you want. If that's going to help you too, especially if you have more than one kid, and maybe it will as you go up and down the aisles. But if your school has the option for you to prepay and have them buy the supplies for you, I would take part of that because that's one less stress off your shoulders that you have to deal with. Um, and it's not like, by the way, the school applies. It's not like you have the really cool trapper keeper like we were when we were kids, and we had like the cool pen with five
Trapper
different
keepers.
colors and like all the fun stuff. Nope, they're all just folders and pencils and highlighters. It's all boring stuff anyway. It's like go to Office Depot
I don't think I saw one cool, like
thing.
I call it a trapper keeper.
Yeah.
Now they call them binders, and they're like, you need a 3-inch binder. I'm like, why do you need a 3-inch binder? What are you putting in there?
Yeah, I don't know. Austin had to
But
have
they're
one
all
too.
one color. They don't
Mhm.
have any of the cool things that we had.
No, I don't understand why. But anyway, if you can do this spreadsheet, if that helps, that helps. Go for it. She then continues and says, organize the kids' bathroom. This is where this is another one I was really
Okay.
laughing at.
Okay.
Organize the kids' bathroom. Organize the drawers with the little cubbies like hair ties and Q-tips and hair clips and toothpaste and mouthwash and etc. And when you opened that drawer and you saw her drawer, I just had to laugh. I'm like, yeah, that's like moving into a college dorm for the first day, but by like day 4, it's so like disheveled and you can't find the Q-tips and you don't know where everything went. But I mean, like I said, this place was meticulous and everything was perfect. So organizing a bathroom, I don't know. I'm a boy mom, right? So the
Yeah.
toothpaste and toothbrush is already on top of his counter, and his hair gel is below, and he has plenty of toilet paper when he wants to do his business in the bathroom. So I'm like, I I don't know what else he needs.
Well, we are a girl
He has
home.
his yearbooks and his magazines in there too, but that's on. He picks and chooses what he puts in there for his reading. That's it.
We are a girl home, and we do have those little organizers, and we keep everything nice and neat and contained.
Does it work for you guys?
It works.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a good tip to have.
Yeah.
She then continues, set up a place for backpacks and shoes. She says to make it easy to get before going to school and easy to throw and hang up after doing homework.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like that's cool.
Do you have a
Um,
spot?
he it's funny when we moved into our house last year, he has a spot where he puts his backpack. And again, he's a guy. He comes home, he throws off his shoes in front of my kitchen island, and then he places his backpack on one of my seats of the kitchen island.
Mm.
Like
Mhm.
he's just a dude. He just throws his stuff there. Like that's his spot. No
Right.
matter what, that I have a bench by my front door and a closet, linen closet where our shoes actually go in. But that's just his spot. Like it's just what he does.
I mean, if it works for you.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. But that's a good idea too. Moving on, she also says to set up a safe place to put the kids' art projects. And then she actually had these massive mesh bags. She had 4 different ones, 4 different colors of these bags per kid, right? And then that's where she stored all the art projects throughout the year.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, that's cool. I have a drawer. I have my grandfather's old Rolodex desk,
Okay.
and my bottom right drawer is where I store his artwork.
That's cool.
So, and then I keep it all. And I know my dad teases me and he calls me a hoarder for it, but I keep all of his artwork and I've kept it all since pre-K.
Abigail insists that I keep every piece of artwork. And she's 14, people. 14 years of art.
14 years. How many bins
and
do you have?
all needs to be placed on the refrigerator.
Oh.
So I have said we're no longer placing our artwork on the refrigerator. I would like to have a girl house, like
Yeah.
with not covered in art work,
Kids artwork.
where kids artwork. So
That's so funny.
I kind of just it's not organized. It's not.
No.
But you know what they do make? Have you seen those frames that you can get and put your kids' artwork in, and then you can put it on the wall,
Oh yeah.
and then you
I
can
wonder
just
how they do
kind of
that.
change it out?
Yeah.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
That was really cute.
Make it look like it's part of your home.
Yeah, I thought
Instead
that
of
was a
just
really good idea.
Put up there with the
Oh,
know,
gosh. I mean, they all come in
chip
different
clip
sizes.
magnet.
Sometimes it's like a paper plate, and they did something with that. Sometimes
Macaroni
it's like
noodles
a
that are
massive...
kinda hanging off.
Yes. Oh my
Or
gosh.
they half eaten on the bus.
Or when they do it like, what are those brown
Pom
cereal?
Poms? Oh, Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops. Thank you.
I
I
mean,
don't eat cereal, but I'm like,
who wouldn't
yes.
eat a Fruit Loop? Well, you, but
I know. I
I'll be
don't.
eating
Don't
them
tempt me.
Fruit Loops.
I was more of a Cookie Crisp and Captain Crunch
See, my
peanut
mom wouldn't
butter.
let me have Cookie Crisp. She's like, you can't have dessert for breakfast.
What about Lucky Charms? I loved Lucky Charms. Did you get the Lucky
Ooh, I
Charms?
love Lucky Charms.
Those were one of my favorites too. It was my big
Mm.
thing. Anyway, sorry, I'm talking about food and I'm getting hungry. So yes, store your artwork in large bags, and that way it's not cluttered
I'm gonna have
everywhere,
to
and the
look at that
noodles
up.
won't go everywhere, glitter won't go everywhere. Just store it in the bags. Yeah, I'll forward this video
Yeah,
to you
I
if
want
you
to
want.
see that.
And then she also goes on by saying, create a homework basket. And again, I laughed at this because I'm like, why are you buying all these extra supplies? But anyway, she says it was super cute and it was super organized. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, again, like you must be a stay-at-home mom because this basket was so specifically organized. She had the little cuppies specifically for pencils, a little cuppy specifically for highlighters, a little cuppy specifically for markers.
Aw.
She had rulers meticulously placed. She had paper meticulously placed in this bin. I'm like, you get one kid to go into that bin and you're going to have pencils somewhere else and you're going to have the ruler gone. You're not going to know where the highlighter is. Like, where's this? But it was very meticulous and she placed it. It was on top of her washer or dryer and she placed it up there and she goes, that way when the kids come home from school, she pulls that out and puts it on the dinner table or supper table, and then the kids all do their homework while she's making supper.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Doesn't that sound like it's perfect?
It sounds
I'm like,
perfect.
that sounds so
Her
good.
kids are probably better behaved than mine. I mean, they do go to. I do have excellent children, but
yeah, you do.
when I'm cooking dinner, I hear, "Don't hit me, see." But being in a private school, they're probably better disciplined than our public school children. Wild, wild
Wild
children.
child. um, well, she continues on. So another one is making a weekly meal plan for breakfast, lunch, and supper. And I'm sitting here thinking, I don't even know what I'm going to eat. I'm like, okay. So this is where I'm like, okay, this is probably a Sunday thing. I know my brother and sister-in-law, they meal prep on Sundays. I know it's a thing. I know it. My ex-husband did this.
Mhm.
He meal prepped his chicken the whole week because he ate the same thing for lunch every single day. That was just who he was. That was his thing. So, and I'm watching this video and I'm like, how in the world? She literally has these sheets of paper, meal plan for all four of her kids, breakfast, lunch, and supper. I'm thinking, that's a lot of meal planning. Hey, kids, breakfast, eggs, bacon, sausage. We're doing it. Like, make the breakfast. Like, I don't know how you have to meal plan for that, but I mean, I don't know. It confuses me.
I
But
wish I could be that organized
that's what I'm saying. Like this
and
girl,
disciplined and efficient.
that's why I'm like, you're clearly not divorced.
I really wish I
honey
could
girl.
be that disciplined, but
Like,
I can't get there.
well,
I mean, the best I can do is say we're gonna have this on Monday for dinner, and then we might,
right?
we might not.
I can't.
Depends on the day.
And-
Depends on how it goes.
Well, that's my struggle too. I don't know what I'm in the mood to eat tomorrow. I won't know until tomorrow. I can't.
Yeah.
And I'm not the kind of person who I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have chicken marsala, which I don't eat anyway. Chicken marsala on Monday, and then Tuesday we're gonna have burgers, and Wednesday we're gonna have lasagna, and whatever. I can't do that because what if it comes to that day and I'm not feeling it? I'm not gonna eat it.
I mean, I would be changing it because that does happen.
Yeah,
But in theory, it does sound like if you can be that organized, it does sound like a good idea to take the weight off of
absolutely
another thing that you have to plan, especially as a single parent. Like, I'm working, I'm going from one job to the next one and then picking up the kids and doing all the stuff to be able to say, oh, I already know what I'm having for dinner. And hopefully it's already prepared. Like
right?
that just takes the ease off of the stress and gives you more time with your kids, hopefully.
I mean, I would think
In
so.
theory, it sounds fabulous.
In theory, it does. But here's also my thing. I can't, and I don't like, I should say, I don't like the thought of meal prepping on Sundays just because at Saturdays, I mean, now that we're hitting the fall season, Saturdays football games, Saturdays work, Saturdays are podcast days, Saturdays it's work.
Mhm.
So come Sunday, the last thing I want to do is take my time away from my child to go meal prep for the whole week.
Yeah.
to go grocery shopping for the whole
Oh, I
week.
am not grocery shopping on
I
Sundays anymore.
I
No.
don't. I do not have a desire.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday fun day. That's the reason why they call it Sunday fun day for a reason. Plus, NFL's coming up. We have a garage and we call it our
Mm-hmm.
NFL cave. And we have all these TVs. We love the NFL. We are football family. Faith, family, and football is what it says on my mat in front of my door. And I don't want to take away that time with my son to go meal prep.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I would rather. I mean, but then again, it's like he goes to school. He eats lunch at school. He eats the school cafeteria food, and there's nothing wrong with it. So if you can put money into their account and him go and just pick whatever he wants to eat for
Mm-hmm.
lunch, that can help you too in saving your sanity as kids getting back into school and getting back in the routine. Don't feel like you have to make them lunches all the time. If you they want to go eat school food, there's really nothing wrong with it. I went to go visit him last year one day and he was eating a salad. So it's not like it's crummy food like Taco Bell and they're going to be in the bathroom the rest of the afternoon. I mean,
They actually do have pretty
they
decent
do.
meals.
They do
I
have
feel like
decent meals.
in the last couple of years they've really tried to step it up health wise and present healthier options for our kids,
Mhm.
at least in our school district, because I get to see the food. And
Yeah.
I mean, they came out like there was one year they had chicken legs, like with an actual bone in it.
Oh my
And I'm
gosh.
like, what? We didn't have that.
No.
But like, and there's healthy options and plenty of fruit and vegetables. And
Right.
and as you're walking through, I had one kid that did not want to eat fruit and vegetables, and they were like, nope, you got to put it on your plate.
Oh my
So you
gosh.
got to pick something.
Well, and then even then too, to add to that, schools are so much more allergy friendly these
Mm-hmm.
days. So they do accommodate kids who have certain allergens. I mean, even in the snacks in the classroom, the only thing
Oh
we're
yeah.
allowed to have in the classroom for snacks are goldfish. We are not allowed to have Teddy Graham crackers. We can have
Mm.
Teddy Grahams now. And what's the other one? Skinny Pop popcorn. Those are the only three snacks that are allowed at school. So if you are afraid that maybe your child has an allergy and you don't want them to eat the food at the school, I'd give them a call because they are very allergy friendly.
Yeah.
Most schools, I should say. Um, so that's the whole thing about when it comes to meal prep.
Mm.
Meal prep if you can, if you want to. If you don't feel bad if you don't.
I
Because
want to meal prep. I think it sounds fantastic. I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, I want to make my own bread every single Sunday so that we
oh
have
my
fresh
gosh,
homemade bread, preferably sourdough. I
really?
do. Yes, I really do.
Oh my gosh.
But in theory, it sounds fantastic. My schedule does not tolerate it.
I don't know. I don't like being inside the house that long. I
I
really
just,
don't. I want to go on a bike ride. I want to go on the boat. I want to
I
go on
mean,
the water. I want to
you can
go do
go
something.
while it is
Go to a
rising.
game.
You can go and enjoy a bike ride or walk the dog.
Oh my gosh, how long does it take?
I don't know. It has to rise a couple of times.
It has to rise more than once.
I think so,
Oh
according to
my
the videos I
gosh.
watch.
Honey child, it's $7 at Kroger. Go buy a
But
loaf.
I mean, it just sounds nice and fun.
I don't. I will take your word for that one.
We'll see if I get
I
there.
totally will,
We'll
honey.
see if I get there.
Okay. Well, when it comes to making the time, she continues on and she talks about calendars. Now, if anyone listened to our summer podcast, summer break, dot, 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 for who, we talked about how the calendar, your Google Calendar is employee of the month when it comes to summer break. And it's
Mm.
going to continue on to be employee of the month throughout all the other months of the year. I mean, let's face it, we juggle life. We have school events that are coming and happening now,
Mm-hmm.
right? We also have sports, we have practices, we have homework, all in addition to our lives, whether it's our jobs, whether it's our hobbies, whether it's our volunteer work that we do. And it's a lot to juggle. So these calendars are still going to be your friend. And this lady continues on by saying you should put an echo calendar, excuse me, one in the kitchen and one in each of the kids' bedrooms. So that
Okay.
way, yeah. So at first I was
Is
just
it
like,
the
that's
Echo is
bougie.
like the Echo?
Like Alexa Echo?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
do that in all of the rooms for all to see. That
But you have
way,
to ask it, right? Oh, wait a minute.
I
Is
think
this
you can
like
have it
a
displayed.
screen?
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
kind of like a displayed Echo, and it can show you, and maybe I had an Echo once in my son's bedroom, and I don't remember what happened to it. I lost it in one of my moves. But
Okay.
when you have those Echoes, it lessens the stress and the anxiety when everyone gets to know what the day is going to look like.
Yeah.
So they know what to expect for that day. And they
Okay.
know, like, okay, so
I think that's a fantastic idea.
it is a great idea, but
In
it's,
fact, we just bought one of those dry erase calendars
yeah,
because that's just what I bought. And every single person in the house has a certain color. So,
yeah.
like so then you know what you're doing and who is where cuz I'm very busy and I have my kids full time. So we have to know who's going to be where and what time we need to be there and for how long we're going to be there. We
Oh,
just
absolutely.
put that on our wall this week. That was one of our purchases
Yeah, no, and that's
to get us
great.
ready.
And that's great. And I want my brother and sister in law to join in someday too because of the blended family that they have. My
Mhm.
sister in law, she did that a couple of years ago. And it was back, my nephew just graduated high school, but he was baseball player. And then my niece, softball, travel softball. Like
Wow.
she's softball
Mhm.
every single day of the year. And like she was on this league too where it was like lights out and they would have to travel and go to games. Games would be like 11 p.m.,
Oh,
2 a.m.,
wow.
like crazy schedule. And then my other niece, she's do choir and then she tried softball. Like
Mhm.
she's kind of artsy. She just School of Rock. Like she just likes to
Aw.
try different things. She's so cute. But my sister-in-law had a calendar and she
Mhm.
color coordinated each kid and like this is what's going on, and it was very nice and it was very very efficient for them. So that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Calendars, they still work.
And they do have different options.
They
You can
do.
either do the paper calendar, you can do the dry erase calendar, you can do the
Yeah,
digital calendar. I mean, my kids both have phones and I could easily just share that Google Calendar onto their phone, but
yeah.
we're just not we're just not there yet.
No,
So,
that's okay, but I
but
like,
like
so
keeping everybody organized and knowing exactly where they're going to be.
totally.
Yeah.
I mean, look at our differences. I'm a paper person. I
Yeah.
have to write things
And
down.
I'm
I
more
have to
digital.
see it, and you're more digital. And so I have the calendar at home, and it's something that we look at. I take it out of my office room and I put it on my supper table all the time. In fact, I think it's still by my supper table. But it's just something that we look at all the time. And it's a
Mhm.
great, great way to have. It's good to have a calendar. If you don't have one, go get one. Whichever way, shape, form it is, it's going to help you.
It's really funny
Um,
cuz every night at dinner, especially this summer, I think because we have increasingly just because of our lives and the kids are getting older, we like every night they sit down and say, "What's tomorrow's plan? What's our plan for tomorrow?" Or last night we're getting into bed and they're like, "What's our plan for tomorrow?" Because they want to know like what are we doing and where are we going and who's going to be where. So
and that's
kids
awesome.
kids like to know what's coming and it kind of reduces the anxiety of the
Mhm.
not knowing of what's coming next. Where am I going to be? What am I going to do?
Right.
Or those last minute, get your shoes on, we're going to the grocery store. That prevents any kind of, you know,
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
anxiety and not knowing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She then continues on and she says, make it special. Whether you create a gift basket with bracelets, candy, and etc. She said, you can even add like clothes and whatever we want. So what she did, she has these little bracelets,
Hmm.
and she says the bracelet is kind of like it's perfectly wrapped, and it would say something like "Yay to the fourth grader! Yay
Mm.
to the third grader!" And so all four of her kids have a new bracelet. She has these little baskets with little gifts in them and everything
Mm.
to kind of celebrate their first day.
Yeah.
So she says, make it special.
Yeah. Do
But
you do
then,
something like that?
you know, I I didn't give him a gift. I did this year though, uh, and that's because he really did not like his second grade teacher, and last
Hmm.
year was a struggle because he was being bullied last year,
Yeah.
and which is really interesting because now this kid is also playing football,
Mm.
different teams.
Oh, so we
Yeah,
can sack him.
we'll
Oh,
see. We'll
sorry.
see. No, that's okay. We'll see. I
Maybe not.
actually, you know, I, I told
She's
him.
like, don't let Austin talk to Angela.
No, no, no. And actually, when it comes to football, I'm very proud of him. He is kicking butt and taking names. He is pissed because he's on the offensive line,
Hmm.
and he really wanted to be a wide receiver. And so, anyway, I told him it's a whole other story. But I told him you embrace it because it's going to be a year of learning for you.
Good.
And he obviously at evaluations, which is like a mini combine, You take all of the fourth graders and they divide them out on the football field, and literally they're timed and they're tested on every single thing that they do, just like a combine. And then at evaluations at the very end, they will divide the entire fourth grade level
He's
among
in
six
fourth grade.
teams. Yeah.
Gosh, I missed a year.
I
Oh
know.
my Lord.
Well, third grade, he was getting bullied, and then he had a
Okay,
crush on a
third grade.
girl.
Okay.
Okay.
I remember that. I
So,
remember this crush story. Yes.
well, now this summer, um, some things have happened. Long story short, um, and I'll get to that. There's actually is another topic I'm going to bring up in a minute about all of that. But um, fourth grade, he actually told me in the car this morning on the way back from his haircut, he was like, "Mommy, fourth grade's going to be my year."
Good.
I was like, "Awesome." I was like, "You're going to
Fourth grade
make
is a
it your year."
great year.
I was like, "You're going to make it your year.
Yeah.
You have a teacher that you like. This bully kid is not in your class this year.
Awesome.
This girl that you had a crush on who just told him last week she wants to be friends, she's not in your class. This is going to be your year and you're going to make it your year."
Good.
So actually after listening and watching this video, it did actually encourage me, and I did go out. I bought him this little stuffy bear, and he has a lion mask over him. It's really
Mhm.
cute. And it says, "You are braver than you think, stronger than you seem, and loved more than you know." And so
Aw.
it was, yeah, it's a super cute little thing to give him as like, all right, you said it's your year, go make it your year. Um, but I haven't taken him clothes shopping yet. But
Mhm.
so she continues on, embrace the moments, embrace the shopping, embrace supply shopping. Go to Starbucks inside of that store, make it a day, make it a moment going shopping with their kids.
Mhm.
She said that's what helps them make it feel special. So unfortunately, I didn't have to. I guess fortunately or unfortunately, I didn't have to buy the school supplies.
Right.
And my son has not hit a major growth spurt, so a lot of his clothes still fit him
Mm.
right now. And so I didn't have to do a lot of clothes shopping either. But I
Mhm.
took him to his barber, and we
Good.
had our moment for that. And I bought him that bear. So
We did an online order, so we are waiting for our school clothes to come in, which
you
was
did,
fun because we're girls. So, like
yeah.
they're like, "Ooh, I get to shop." And I'm like, "You have X amount of dollars. Once you get to that, you're done." Like you
That
can
was
either
smart of
pick
you.
this shirt or you can pick this cheaper shirt. Like
Okay,
that's what we did. And we're waiting for our
good,
order to come in. So that is
awesome.
exciting. And then we usually go out to dinner on the first day of school. So that's what
Okay,
we
so
usually do. Will you stop texting me, please? Because
yep.
it's dinging.
So it's funny you say that because we're going to be talking about that here in a second too. But moving on from that video, what else? So one other aspect, one other tidbit, I should say, is start the school routine early. Now, I
Oh,
tried
yeah.
this last week. It did not work for me, and I'll tell you why in a second. Um, but it says don't wait until the night before school starts. Okay,
Oh, do
so
not.
yeah, do not.
Oh,
But
everybody's going to be miserable.
oh, totally. So it says begin moving bedtime back 15 to 30 minutes each night a week
Mm-hmm.
or 2 weeks before school.
Okay.
Now, I tried to do this last week, but because of all the thunderstorms and all the
Mm-hmm.
rain,
Yeah.
my son's football practices got pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. So we didn't get home till darn near 9 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, kiddo, I'm so sorry. And he's like, I'm hungry again. I'm like, "Shit, okay." So like, hurry up, grab some food. You got to get in the shower, get in the shower and get to bed. He's not going to bed till after 9:30 last week. And I was like,
Mm,
I was really bummed because like, we're really crunching down on this.
yeah.
So make the best of it. If you can, awesome. Do what you can. Start waking them up closer to their school schedule. So
Yeah.
that I have been doing. I've been trying to wake them up a little bit earlier every day.
Mm-hmm.
Even today for that matter too. And today's a Saturday. So, but we had things to do this morning anyway.
I started at the 2 week marker, and I set the kids' phones to like shut off earlier. I
Okay.
mean, because it's summer.
I
We're
know.
just scrolling and doing whatever we want and just kind of hanging out. She's not happy about it, but I don't know. But like I started reducing the amount of time so that it would shut off because that screen time affects your sleep.
Yes, it
It's
does.
not so that it affects your sleep, the blue light or whatever it is, whatever light it is. Um, they say it makes it harder for you to go to bed. So
You're right.
we've just slowly been going to bed early.
Mhm.
And I do know that it's summer and I do know that it's early to them, but once school gets started, it's not going to be that early. So when I would tuck them in, I would say, you can read a book until you want to fall asleep. But you're not going to have a screen. You're not going to have a computer. You can color or do whatever you want to do as
Very
long as
good.
it's not a screen.
Very good.
Yeah.
And lucky for you guys been able to do that.
Yeah, lucky for us.
Yes. So, here's another one. Practice morning routines. So, practicing your morning routines. That's always a good one to do. But all of this, it will help prevent the shocking their system overnight.
Yeah.
So, and not even then, but maybe even yours too. It becomes very stressful, and all of a sudden you got to go great. There's school. We got to go. So those are good tips. Another one is talk about the excitement, not just the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Most kids focus on what they are losing, right? They're losing sleeping in. They're losing their summer freedom. They're losing their vacation, their fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
So help them focus on what they're gaining, seeing their friends again, making new friends, sports, activities, learning new things, meeting the new teacher. Make it fun and focus on more of these new opportunities that's ahead is going to help them. And ask them, what's the one thing you're looking forward to this year? So actually, I would like to invite the kids back this time again. If you want to go round up the kids, I'm curious to know what they think. So we got one here already who's listening in. So tell us, Madame, what is something or some things that you're actually looking forward to this year?
Our advanced show choir, because we're gonna go to Nashville, and then theater.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
We're going to Nashville for finals.
You're going to Nashville, Tennessee for finals.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That is super exciting.
Yeah.
That's an awesome thing to look forward to this year. Anything else?
And then theater.
Theater?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they do a musical at the beginning of the year or kind of in the fall, and you are
Our
doing
fall musical and then our spring play.
and their fall musical is
Guys and Dolls is our musical, and
Oh,
then
cool.
Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is our play.
I am so excited.
Wow.
Yeah, it should be really good. They're amazing. There are some
Yeah.
talented high schoolers.
Yeah. Our directors are
Nope.
awesome.
Stop.
Talented
Shout out
high
to the
schoolers.
Westfield show.
So if you're in and around Westfield
How
and you want to see a
cool.
show, they'll be performing in a couple of days, and it's amazing.
That is
Definitely
so cool.
worth the money.
Awesome. Okay.
That's what she's looking forward to.
Cool. How about you, Madame? What are you looking forward to for the school year?
I don't know.
She doesn't know. Are
Doesn't
you
it?
looking forward to the school year?
7th grade
Yeah,
is awesome.
that's the
bro.
problem.
Fifth
She
grade
doesn't
is
want to go to
awesome.
school. So
Aw.
I think that
There's
you
gotta
are
be
most looking
something.
forward to school ending.
To go through it and then become
An
maybe
eighth
you're
grader?
older.
Oh no, okay.
Not even then, huh?
7th and 8th
How many-
grade is the best time.
Like, I'm excited when I'm at school for days, like every day. Then I get to know my teachers better, and I
Yeah.
started to like them, and then I'll never go back home.
Wait a minute.
I'll go back home, and I'll miss my teachers.
Okay, you're allowed to miss your teachers, but you got to come back home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little struggle on this one, huh?
Yeah.
There's nothing you're looking forward
I
to.
mean, she's in a new school, new teachers, a bigger school because she's going from the intermediate school to the middle school. And so she's got a lot going on, a lot of changes.
I'd be looking forward to that lunch schedule.
Yeah,
wanna
I
see
think
that
the only
menu.
thing that you might be looking forward to is lunch.
Do middle schools, do they have recess anymore?
No,
No.
they do
Do
not.
them have
Oh boy.
Pepsi Day,
I do not
No.
know.
Candy
No.
Day?
No.
You. Hey, tell me about you. No, turn around. What is it that you're looking forward to this year?
My friends.
Your friends, right. Anything else that you're looking forward to? A certain sport that just started? Football? Uh-huh. You're looking forward to football? Anything else? You have a really nice teacher. I'm looking forward to meeting her again. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Anything else, kiddo? No? Wow. Okay. But at least you're looking forward to your friends. That's something good.
Mm.
Positive. But all I wanted to know, you guys are welcome to go if you want to go again. Uh-huh. Bye, guys. All right. So interact with them, spend quality time with them, talk about all the positive things about the change of this new routine that they're about to get into. Next other tidbit is let the kids have some ownership. As the kids transition, it's better when they feel they're being involved in the process as well. So I know you talked about letting them pick out their clothes. Other thing is let them pick out some of their school supplies. Now, granted, they don't have to pick out everything because they're probably going to pick the $80 backpack versus the $30 backpack.
Mhm.
Have your budget limits, like you have your budget limits on clothes for them, but they picked out their clothes.
They did.
So have give them that sense of ownership. Maybe even allow them to help plan your meals, whether it's breakfast, whether you pack their lunches, whatever the case may be. Another good idea is to help have them organize their own study space, whether they have a desk in their bedroom, whether they study on the kitchen table. Help them kind of organize this space so it's comfortable for them. But when they have that sense of ownership, that little control, it helps reduce their anxiety as well. So here's another one. This one was actually really heavy. This actually happened to me Wednesday night and Thursday night this week. Expect big emotions. Kids may become moody, irritable, emotional, and maybe even clingy. And this is often
Mm.
stress, not bad behavior. So that was an eye opener for me. And I'm glad I did the research and I studied that one because I'm like, holy shnikes, Batman, this is happening to my
Mhm.
house right now. It is happening in my house. My son, like I said, like, he was nervous. He is nervous. He's nervous about going back to school. Wasn't as nervous when he found out the bully wasn't in his class.
Mm.
Nervous about his going through his first heartbreak. He was nervous about a little bit nervous about football, but now he's happy about that. But he's nervous about going back. And holy crap, he took it out on me on Wednesday night and Thursday night. Like it was every ounce of me. I almost called my dad and asked him for help because it
Mhm.
was so bad, so bad. But here's the key: as single parents, tell yourself this: my child isn't giving me a hard time. They are having a hard time. So there's a huge difference with that,
Yeah.
okay? I had to learn this past couple days, like, don't take it personal that he is misbehaving. Don't take it personal that he's yelling at me. Don't take it personal that he's screaming and crying at the top of his lungs and misbehaving and not listening to me because there is a deeper emotion that he cannot express.
Mhm.
And he's stressed. He
Yeah.
is having a hard time himself. And he's not trying to give me a hard time. He's having a hard time. So if you have that in your house right now and this back to school reality is happening and your kids are having these big emotions, it is normal, but just don't take it personal. Give them grace on this, okay? Next, protect your family time. So let's be real. We already have that crazy busy schedule and we have crazy busy lives as divorced parents. And it's only going to get busier, right? From the schedule of family, here's some ideas: schedule family suppers, schedule that time together if you can. I know you're going to probably be really crazy with all these practices and after school things, but if you can schedule a time where you guys are all together, even if it's in the car and you guys have to go through a Chick-fil-A drive-through or something, like you have that time together. So embrace that time. So make a movie night. That's actually our thing on Friday nights. We
Mhm.
do a movie night on Friday night.
I love to do a dinner theme in a movie.
You do?
Yeah.
That's
It's a
awesome.
lot of fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys do it once a week?
No, we do not. We've kind of gotten away from it recently, but you know, anytime you've got a good movie coming out and you're like, "Ooh, I can throw in this dinner theme." You know, that's
That's
fun.
awesome. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why last night my son chose the movie Norbit, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. If anyone has not seen the movie Norbit, it's
I
one of
have
those Eddie
not.
Murphy movies.
Okay.
He plays this really big girl named Rasputia, and it's funny. It is funny, funny. It's funnier than Nutty Professor.
Oh, I love Nutty Professor.
Like it is freaking hilarious. Norbit. Because
Okay.
Eddie Murphy is
Okay.
Norbit. Eddie Murphy is this big girl named Rasputia, and Eddie Murphy is also the Asian man, Mr. Wong, in this movie. And I mean, it's freaking hilarious. But I don't know why, but that was my son's movie night last night. But that's our Friday night thing. It's
Mhm.
like we will usually order a pizza or something. I'll have mine gluten free and dairy free, and he gets his whatever. And we have a movie night. That's our thing. So protect your family time. Do that if you guys are into that. Go for a family walk or a bike ride if you want to. Do ice cream runs. Just come up with something that fits your family. Then
Mhm.
make sure you guys still embrace your family time. Make sure you have that and you have that connection
And those
because
are so important. Those dinner times
yes.
together are so important to the mental health of your child and the future of your children. Like you
Oh,
wouldn't
absolutely.
think so, but science goes back to say that families that are consistently eating meals together and having conversations,
Hmm.
not looking at your phones, but actually having conversations at the table, those children are less likely to get involved in drugs and alcohol. Those children are less likely to act out in school because they have that central time where they're able to communicate with their family and they feel whole and they feel heard. So, I mean, you're building that relationship with your children at meal times are so significant in their upbringing.
Oh, absolutely. And kids need connection and not just as much as they need a structure. So
Right.
it's very important for sure. Okay. I know we're been on here almost an hour and we
We're
still have some more to
kind of
go.
going over,
So
yeah.
um here's another tidbit is to watch for hidden anxiety. And some kids won't say that they're nervous. Instead, they may have issues with their stomach. They may become unusually quiet. They may have trouble sleeping. That's what my son has right now. They may act out, which my son has done a couple of times. But keep the communication open and reassure them that nervousness is normal. It's okay.
Especially these days.
And then, but here's the thing, you're going to get nervous. That's normal. But you,
Mm-hmm.
once you get there, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And it's like, then you're going to realize, what the heck was I even nervous about?
Right.
It's all going to be fine. It'll all be fine. But parents, just calm them and reassure them. Another tidbit, parents, give yourself grace. This may actually be the most important of all of the tidbits.
Mhm.
Let's face it. You may forget a permission slip. You may send to school with mismatched socks. And by the way, that's probably still a trend. So
Yeah,
you're
it's probably
okay.
cool.
Send them to school with mismatched socks. Totally fine. Miss a school event because of work. That's all okay. Your kids don't need a perfect parent, they need a present parent.
Mm.
Okay, so give yourself grace on that. It's totally fine. There's been times where I gave my son my iced coffee mug instead of his water bottle. Like I've done it. I've like it happens. Okay, like, it's gonna happen. And glad he doesn't drink coffee, but I accidentally gave it to him. Um, Another tidbit is keep the mornings calm. Now this is my big struggle. This is my struggle. And maybe for most families, and it'll say it, this tidbit continues to say stressed out parents create stressed out kids. And yes, but it's also a struggle if you are a morning person and your child is not.
Mm-hmm.
So I get up super early in the mornings. I have my routine. If I don't get my routine, I kind of wig out. And but it's like I like my routine. I'll get a workout in, whatever, get him up, get him going. So by the time I get my son up, my energy is so so high, and he is not a morning person. So it is a nightmare getting him up
Mm-hmm.
because I'm in his room. I'm like, "Hey, good morning!" Turning the light on, like, "Let's go!" And he's just like, "Shut up!" And I'm like, don't be such a sourpuss. Get up. Let's go. I was like, don't be such a grouchy Karen. Like, so we struggle with that. We
Mm-hmm.
totally struggle
Right.
because we are complete opposite people. And I'm trying to be more laid back. I go in his room early and I will tell him, like, okay, kiddo. And our dog, who runs in and jumps on his bed anyway, I was like, hey, I was like, I am going to go take Cashy Bear out, is what we call him. I'm gonna go take him out, and when I come back, I need you to get up. And so, like, I'm trying to be more proactive about it, but we
Mm-hmm.
just clash in the mornings.
Oh.
Like, it's kind of funny if you were a fly on the wall, but then other times it's just like, oh my gosh, he's like Godzilla when I'm trying to wake him up, and I'm like the crazy Richard Simmons. I'm like, hey, let's go.
Wow.
So it's an interesting dynamic in my house.
We had one morning where Abigail did not want to wake up. She did not want to go to school. She did not want to put on her clothes. And I'm like, I've got to get out the door. I have to go. I have to be at work. I am expected to be on duty. I'm expected to be where I'm supposed to be. And you are holding me up. And I mean, it was not a good morning. And it was not my best. I was not my best. And I'm like, I don't care if you go to school in your pajamas. I am putting you on the bus. Like, you better put on some clothes. And this was elementary school, so it's been a couple of years. And through her tears, she was able to get dressed and put on socks and put on her clothes. Like she was able to do it. And I put her on the bus in tears. And I texted the teacher and I'm like, it was not a good morning. I am so sorry. She is in tears. Best of luck to you.
As you love it, you're
Let
just
me
like,
know.
go.
Let me know. She's like, Abigail arrived at school smiling and she is just so happy to be here. And I'm like, hmm,
Oh,
perfect.
it's a good
Great.
bus ride.
Yeah.
You
Glad,
got
I'm glad
yourself
that
back
worked out for
together.
you because my morning was not good. And then by the time I get to school, I'm flustered and, ticked
Well,
off.
yeah.
And,
I mean, it's gonna happen. We are all gonna have days like that.
oh, yeah.
We are, and
Probably more than one.
oh, totally. But I mean, like, if we're stressed out, it's gonna stress the kids out too. So if there's any way to calm it better, you go for it. They made a tip, which I'm like, we do this anyway, but we pack our backpack the night before. We already do that because we go
Mhm.
over his homework and everything. And then again, another tip, as we mentioned before, is pick our way out the clothes the night before as well. So anything that you can do before the morning of, go for it. The less chaos equals better mornings.
Yeah.
But everyone has those mornings. Everyone's gonna have them. It's fine. Oh my gosh, especially like if you're going through perimenopause and you're up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you can't sleep and then you're grouchy and you have certain moods, like you're gonna have certain moods and then your kids are gonna know that you have certain moods. It's like, so all these things are normal. It's all normal. It's okay if it doesn't happen every day, but if you can keep it calm in the mornings, keep it a structure, that'll help with your sanity going back to school. Another one is to celebrate the new season. Create simple back to school traditions. So you mentioned it. You guys always go to a supper
Mm-hmm.
the night after the first day of school
Yeah.
or the night of the first day of school. That's an awesome tip. It says create a first day breakfast, make it fun, whatever
Yeah.
breakfast you guys want to do. First day photos. I mean, I think
Oh,
everybody
we do
does
first day
that.
photos.
We do first day and last day,
I have
right?
to tell you, the first day photos and on my Facebook, it is just flooded, and I love first day photos. And what I want to know is, what does your kid want to be when they grow up?
Oh
Like
yeah,
that is so much fun.
it's so
It
stinking
is my
cute and fun to
favorite part
see.
of first days, and I do my own first day of school photos
Yeah,
because I'm going to work.
good for you.
Yeah, so
It's your first day
it
with
is
new
my first
kids.
day. New kids, new teachers sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great, and that's an awesome tradition. And so many people do it, and I think it's so cute because you get to see other kids grow up, and again, to your case in point, what occupation they want to be or what their favorite
yeah.
food is this year, and it is
Mm-hmm.
so
It
cute.
is so fun.
Yeah, enjoy it. Embrace those moments. Do a parent-child coffee date or ice cream date. Um, as you mentioned, your supper. So create something for a tradition because tradition gives something. It's more positive. It gives the kids something to anticipate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that they look forward to because like our kids, there's not much that they're looking forward to right now. um, let's see. I only have a couple more. So
Okay.
we're almost done. I know it's over an hour. Here we go. Another one is to add responsibility. So we talking a little bit about ownership, but add a little bit of responsibility. Ask your kids some of these questions. What do you want tomorrow to look like? How are you going to make it a great day? Every time we we go up to the school and I drive him to go drop him off, I always tell him make it matter, always, and
Mm-hmm.
then remind them to make good choices. Austin used to have it, and I think it broke, but the WWJD bracelet. So I want him to make good choices. And even that past summer, he calls me from his watch, and I'm like, okay, are you okay? He's like, yeah. He goes, mommy, and I can hear his friend in the background. He's like, mommy, I just have to ask you a question. So talk about communication and talk
Mm-hmm.
about openness. And
Yeah.
he was like, is it wrong to prank dial 911? And I, I tried to not to laugh, but I was like, honey, it's a prank until they get there.
Mm.
And if you get arrested, I'm not bailing you out. And I can hear him in the background going, see, it is too a bad idea. I told you
Aw.
you're not going to do it.
Good.
So exactly. I was like, you know what, honey, I'm glad you called me, but I'm more proud that you actually made the decision and you knew it was a bad decision.
Right.
I'm like, kudos to calling me. You can
Yeah.
call me anytime, anytime. But the fact that you knew right away it was a bad decision,
Right.
like, I am so proud of you. So constantly adding the responsibility into the kids. Kids, you can't hold their hands forever, right? Parents aren't going to be here in this world forever. So add the responsibility, help them make good choices,
Hmm.
encourage them to make good choices in life. But also it could be as simple as when you're tucking them into bed and thinking about, hey, what do you want tomorrow to look like?
Hmm.
You want to get enough rest tonight. You're going to wake up tomorrow. We're going to have your breakfast and you're going to put on this outfit that you already laid out and you're going to go to school and you're going to make it matter. You're going to make it the best day of that grade. So having that kind of pep talk, but creating the responsibility in the kids so they can make those good decisions themselves. Um, and then to add to that is one that I'm adding in personally. I was like, lastly, pray together. Austin and I always pray when we are in the line at the drop off every morning before
Hmm.
he gets out of the car. When we have that together, that's our little time for us. That's his time with God as well, and it helps him start school immediately thinking about WWJD.
Yeah.
And it, I can't tell you how awesome that is to do. And I know you do it too,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely add that in. I would, if you guys don't pray, I would pray together for sure. Um, I have one more thought here, and then I'm actually done. But is there anything you
I
have?
do have some things.
Okay.
I know that we've kind of gone over, but um, I I I want to talk to our special needs families, and
Okay.
especially those that are divorced, or even if you guys are still together. I know our listeners probably don't know, but I do have a daughter that is special needs. She has a cognitive delay, and we've got some processing disorder, and just some things that um, are kind of put her in her own classification and make those mornings very, very difficult. And we deal with a lot that a lot of people don't see. But I also work in special needs at our public school system. So I get to work with children that have autism diagnosis and different children with different diagnoses. And so my heart really goes out to those parents. And when you're going back to school, it is hard for a neurotypical student. But for our special needs kids, it is incredibly difficult. I mean, they are going back, it is disrupting their sleep schedule, just like our neurotypicals. And transportation is looking different. Buses may not be the same, they may not be on the same bus number. And that is upsetting to our special needs kids. They might not have the same bus driver. That is upsetting to some of our kids. Their teachers are always changing. And if you are in our district, especially, we have redistricted and our kids are going to new schools, new teachers, new buses, new bus numbers, new bus drivers. Everything is changing. And my heart just goes out to all of our parents. Um, Caregivers are changing. And a lot of our kids deal with different food. Um, Sensory issues. Like some of our kids eat these same foods every single day. And my daughter is in that. I mean, it was a ham sandwich, string cheese, two strawberries, two,
Two strawberries. No, three. Two.
two.
They have to be two.
And I mean, those are the things that that our parents are going to be dealing with as school starts on Monday morning, or if you've already started. And the daily expectations can be certainly overwhelming. And my heart just really goes out to everyone. A change that seems small to an adult can feel huge to a child. And it is sometimes the slightest thing that you might not even be able to figure out, or just the simplest thing might be a set off. Communication is important. If you are in a divorced home, communication is important between the homes. When a child has additional needs, and communication becomes even more important. Parents, you might need to communicate or coordinate medication or medical records. I know what that's like. I have a daughter that has an immune disorder, and I have to communicate with my ex husband what she needs to take on a daily basis, whether or not she needs to take it in the morning, or whether or not she needs to take it 3 times a day, or whether or not this medication is supposed to be expected in the evening time. And sometimes those medications change. You need to coordinate those with your ex spouse. You need to communicate sensory needs between your children. Communication devices. Does your child have one? My child did have one for a very long time. And to be able to communicate with her teachers and her peers. Some of our students that come into our classrooms do have communication devices. Behavioral strategies. Those are another thing that need to be communicated between homes. IEP and 504 accommodations, therapy appointments, school transportations, emergency contacts, and what helps when the child becomes overwhelmed. I mean, those are things that need to be communicated, and sometimes those might look differently between homes, and that's okay. My daughter behaved one way in my home and behaved one way in her father's home. I saw a lot more of the meltdowns and the behaviors than my ex husband did. If you're seeing a lot of those behaviors, those children usually have those meltdowns in the home where they feel the safest.
Oh, that's a really good point.
So, and it's not to put a negative on my ex-husband. It's just that my daughter felt safer in my home, and that's where we saw a lot of the meltdowns and a lot of the tantruming happen. The child shouldn't be responsible for carrying information between you and your ex-husband, especially if you have children that don't communicate well. You have to be able to pull it together, and you have to be able to communicate with each other. Um, don't assume that both homes handle things exactly the same. In my home, I'm a little bit more structured. I have a I have expectations for my kids. We have an expected bedtime. We have a shut off time on all of our electronics, and that's when we have more family snuggle time before we go to bed or before we go into our rooms for the night. My ex husband did not have those. Um, a lot of time the kids would call me when it was his overnight. It'd be like 10:30 at night, and I'm like, "You have school in the morning. I have to pick you up at 6:30 a.m. Why are you still up?"
Oh
And
my
I
gosh.
had to very quickly get over that fact that he was allowing the kids to stay up till 10:30 at night and just
Ah,
say, "Not my home." Like, I'll deal with it tomorrow. So every home is not going to be run the same. Um, and sometimes you just have to get over that. Um,
well,
yeah,
real quick,
don't
I've got a
worry.
question for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
real
Go
quick.
ahead.
When you're talking about special needs
Yes.
and giving them their routines as they have to learn all these different new things, the new
Mm-hmm.
teacher, the new classroom, the new school bus, especially here in our school system, because you're
Yeah.
right, our system, we have a new elementary school.
We have
My
more than
son,
one new elementary school.
two, right? Two new
We had
elementary
three.
schools,
We have three.
three new elementary.
So we
Two.
have one that was existing that your son is going to. He's
Oh,
going to move to later
yes,
on.
they're moving to
We
that
built a
building.
new one, and
Hmm.
then we have a new one that used to be the intermediate school.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so yeah, two,
So
but
two
three.
brand new ones, and then one, yes, and then my son's school that's getting
I think
transferred.
that's correct.
So, how long do you think it takes for a child with special needs to get acclimated to the routine?
I have started talking to Abigail very early in the process and trying
Okay.
to figure out what is her bus number, which I don't know if you figured out what your bus number is, but you and I were texting earlier this week.
Uh huh.
And when I logged in to find out what Abigail Page's bus number was right there, but our address could not be located. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I tried all the zip codes,
Yeah.
I tried to change all the stuff. I have started prepping her early because she does have anxiety about going to school. We do have a bully that is in that classroom or close by. He's not going to be in her actual classroom because they have separated them. But preparing her early, like, I don't know what bus number you're going to ride, but as soon as I find out, I will let you know. I don't know who your bus driver is going to be, but as soon as I know, I'm going to let you know when I find out. We have walked the school. We walked it multiple times. And then in our community at the middle school, we were able to go in for a more intimate meet the teacher night where it
Okay.
was just our special needs kids that were able to go into the school. So it was less chaos. There wasn't the crowds. All the families weren't there. It was a calmer, less chaotic setting where we could actually meet the teachers, see their smiling faces, ask the questions, see our friends, and then kind of in a calmer setting. Um, I do have one student that I work closely with at the elementary school. We arranged so that she could come in with her therapist, her one on one, and mom and dad brought her in so that she could walk around in her room, kind of walk the school before school starts, just to kind of prep her and get her ready
Okay.
so that she knows what's happening and what is coming. Because it is upsetting. It might seem simple and it might seem minute, and just something that you should get over. But for these kids, it can be a huge change and hard
Oh,
and a
sure.
hard transition. And those kids are probably going to have those bigger behaviors when they get home because they're probably trying to keep it together at school.
Yeah. So again, don't take it personal.
You
They're
don't take it
stressed.
personally. They're probably stressed, and we're doing our best to love on your kids and make them feel comfortable when they come into the school setting. If you're in Westfield, we love your kids. If we're working in the district and we're working with yours, we love them and we're loving them like they're our own. And we want them to have a great school year and get the best education and have the fun that they deserve and that they should have. But we do the best we can. Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah. Um, so watch for regressions. You're probably going to have more meltdowns. They're probably going to sleep differently and become more withdrawn. Especially with those students that can't communicate effectively what their needs are. Abigail, yeah, she's verbal, but asking her what's wrong, she can't always communicate that. And I've got to try to. Usually, I have to ask her like, "You seem like you're a little upset. Can I kind of guess what's upsetting you?" And when I guess it, and she's like, "Arr," and growls at me, I'm like, well, ding ding, finally I hit that one. Like she just can't communicate it, and I don't know why, but it's hard. Um, your children might struggle with eating, or their eating schedule might look different, or they have difficulty communicating. They become more resistant to school. I definitely feel that one. That's why we almost put her on the bus in her PJs and her socks. And they might seem unusually exhausted. It's a really, really hard time. It's a hard transition, but you're gonna get through it. You just gotta watch for it. So don't ask what's wrong with them. Ask what is their behavior trying to tell us. Ask them questions. Don't make them feel bad for the behaviors that they're having. Try to get on their level and say, let's talk about what's going on at school or why you feel this way. And if you're able to work through it, you're gonna be able to be successful for the rest of the school year. Don't let accommodations, appointments, paperwork, therapies, logistics completely take over all the conversations with your ex or your children. They, or especially your children, they still get to be excited about their backpack. They get to be excited about new clothes, making new friends, seeing new teachers. They still get to go to all the dances and the events if it's appropriate. We still get to celebrate all their accomplishments.
Awesome.
Um, and have people cheering them on. Teachers are cheering them on, your IAs are cheering them on. Their disability or their additional needs aren't the entirety of who they are. Just remember that. Like, we are going to celebrate all the little hurdles that they get through, no matter what they are. And we're going to be there at the end of the school year, working through all of those challenges and celebrating all of those accomplishments with your kids.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good.
One important thing is for a child with additional needs, consistency isn't about making two households identical. It's about making sure both households understand the child they are caring for. Um, so just advocate for your children and accept if two households are a little bit different. That's okay. But if you're in the majority of the home, just make it as simple as possible and flow as easily as possible, and you'll have a successful year.
Very good. And well, actually, to tie and add to that, this was my last thought, uh, key point here. Whether you're co-parenting, parallel parenting, or doing most of it on your own, you,
Me.
um, remember that your consistency is what creates security. Your kids didn't need a perfect transition into the school year. They need to know that you're there. You're cheering them on every step of the way.
Yeah.
So embrace this chaos, just like we were talking about the summer in our
Mm.
summer break. It's okay if your house isn't perfectly clean. It's okay if you didn't perfectly pack the best lunch. It's okay if you gave them a green folder when they wanted a red folder. It's okay if you didn't fill out the permission slip and you didn't turn it in on
And the
time.
teacher had to get on talking points and say, "You didn't fill out this permission slip."
Exactly.
It's
It's
okay.
all okay. You're there. You're cheering your kiddo on. You're going to be there for that kid, plain and simple.
Yeah.
And that's all I care about. It doesn't have to be
Have
perfect.
you bought your yearbook yet?
No,
Me
I
either. I'm like
didn't
the
know.
parent.
I didn't get a notification about the
Oh my
yearbook
gosh,
yet.
I've been getting notifications for the yearbook for like a month. When
Oh
do I
my
buy my
gosh, that's
yearbook?
crazy.
The last week of school. And then I'm mad because I got to pay like an extra $25, $30.
Did you get the paperback version too?
In elementary, I think they get the paperback, but then as they get a little bit older, it's like a hardback cover.
Well, I say that because
Oh,
we
wait, do
have
you
the
have an option?
option, yes, when
Okay.
you prepay. So I haven't received the yearbook thing. Usually I don't start getting it until fall, like late fall.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will usually buy it and I'll order it ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And when you order ahead of time like that, you get to choose if you're going to have a paperback or a hardcover.
Okay.
But if so, they make
I mean, they're
extras,
fancy
right?
at your school.
Well, that's the thing though, because there was one year where my ex thought he bought one,
Uh-huh.
and I bought one, and I look back at the transactions. I talked to the lady at the front desk, and she's like, he has no record of buying one.
Oh,
I was like, do you have extras? She's like, yeah, we have extras, but they're the soft cover. So they buy extras for those who
yes.
didn't buy
They buy
them.
extras for people like me that wait until the last minute.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, can I please get a school
Well, I say
yearbook?
that they usually do the paperback because that's the cheapest one. So they'll
Right.
buy extras of those for those who didn't do the order. So yeah, no, I did not buy my yearbook yet. I didn't get the notification yet. And so, but when I do, I would
Mm.
just buy it and to get it out of the way, and I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, I need to be more
So
like you.
I don't
I am
know.
not. I am not.
I don't know, girl. You seem to have a better idea of planning things better and more organized than I
Well,
am.
we could rub off on each other in different ways.
So true. Co-talent here. Well, that wraps up our topic for today. I'm going to let you take it away when closing us in prayer and request that we pray for the people of Indiana in addition to
Yeah.
all of you guys. We have over 825 people on our Facebook group, and I just want to welcome all of you, and I appreciate all of you guys and everyone who is following us on YouTube with the subscribers that we have. It's amazing. Everyone who listens in to our Spotify and Apple and our YouTube. We have people all over the world. So we thank you guys so much, and we continue spreading love and hope. And just remember, even broken crayons still color, and we're all still here. So we are
Yeah.
broken from blessed together.
Okay.
So, Miss Angela.
Lord, we just want to thank you for the viewers that may be joining us now, but will be joining us in the future. And as we are preparing for the 2026-2027 school year, we are excited. Some of us reluctantly, but we're going into this new school year with hopefully excitement, with new teachers and new school buildings and new things ahead. And we just pray that our parents will embrace it and be ready for it and try to encourage their children to embrace the excitement as well. We pray for those that are possibly doing this alone, that they don't feel alone, that they see we're not perfect, that we don't do all the bento boxes and we don't buy all the right folders and we don't even fill out the yearbook form on time, and that's okay. Like we fail somewhere or we are lax somewhere, but we are still consistent. We are still showing up, and we are still the best parents that we can be. Um, we want to reach. We just want to pray for the families that are in Indiana that are facing floods. Lord, we're affected here in our own community in Hamilton County, where we are seeing families that are being evacuated out of their homes and animal shelters being misplaced and buildings that are being completely flooded. And we just pray for those in our community that are being affected by these floods. We know that the Convoy of Hope is going into these areas and providing food and blankets and clothing and just providing for these families. And our prayers just go out to each and every single one of them. If there's anything that we can do for those, we've just asked those families to reach out to Elizabeth and I. We would be happy to put you in contact with people that can help you. We are excited about 2026 and 2027, and we're going to go from broken to blessed together. Amen.
Amen.